April Wine's co-founder Jim Henman talks about an incredibly embarrassing situation on stage. His worst stage moment. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. Before Jim Henman and Myles Goodwyn formed April Wine with Jim's cousins Ritchie and Dave Henman, they were in a band together called Woodies Termites. When I asked him, and I asked every artist this, what was your worst experience on stage? I remember Daryl Skirmer told me he and Mike Rutherford, I think, fell off stage or something like that. It was a great story. Ask any musician that question, and you're going to get something really interesting.
I did. It was back in Woodies Termites days. It was embarrassing in that I don't remember it. That's what's embarrassing about it. The organ player and I in that band, we got into a gallon of what was called Chipman's Golden Glow, and we had no idea that it was as strong as it was. We ate supper and drank this gallon of Golden Glow, I guess it was, while our other bandmates were in shopping or something in town. We were over in Charlottetown on a small tour in PEI. And apparently I just, part of my brain just went on, I'm asleep, but I'm functioning, I'm going around functioning and don't remember a damn thing. And I got on stage and I was playing this beautiful Fender Precision that I owned and a Fender Bassman, and they had to turn them both off and turn the microphone off. That's my embarrassing story that I have to deal with, have to face. It was not nice.
Knowing what you know now, back in 1965, what would you whisper in your own ear, knowing what you know now when you were in that band? Is there any advice you'd give that young Jim Henman?
Yeah, I would give him a couple of different advices. I'd say, number one, don't drink, don't use alcohol. And the other one would be learn to study to learn to study, and practice, and probably talk more to other people. Share where you're at with other people, like communicate more with other people, and just learn how to talk, how to share what you're feeling and what you're thinking and what your dreams are and what your goals are, and get other people's input into it. And at that time, at that age, I certainly didn't do that type of thing. I don't know about the other guys in the band, but I don't think they did either. Of course, Myles did a lot of those things. That's why he's where he is, I believe, because he knew the right things to do.
Beating addiction is never what you see on TV unless you're watching Intervention. Sometimes it takes, let's just say the scenic route to getting to where you want to go. I asked Jim Henman about his addiction, and was it easy to beat it?
No, it wasn't. I must admit, back then I had a history of quitting, and that was a personality problem. That was part of my personal makeup, that once something got to a certain spot, I would jeopardize it. I would just, walk away from it. And I guess I'm a big fan of Eric Clapton's, and not only on a musician's level, writer level, but on a personal level too, because he's in recovery too, same as I am. I've been sober 37 years. I think he's been sober about the same amount of time. So when I listen to him and telling his story, I actually heard his story, and he talks about how he did the same thing. Everything he was involved in, he jeopardized. Cream. I forget the word he uses, but he's just basically saying, I just destroyed it, He did it a lot through his career. And I feel that perhaps I was doing that as a kid, in my late teens, early 20s. I was doing the same thing when some kind of project or some kind of experience I was having with other people, like the band, I would get to a certain point and I would walk away from it. I just get out of it. And I believe now, looking back, and this is all hindsight, right? But I believe right now, I think there was a lot of fear there. There was fear of success. There was fear of having to reproduce. There was fear of, can I do it? Am I good enough to do this? Am I, whatever the fear was, I think there was a lot of fear involved in that. Like, when it comes down to it, that's what I think.
Jim Henman has a brand new song called Some of These Children. It's composed in response to the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting in Florida, and 50% of the proceeds go to Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Halifax. There'll be links in the description of this video where you can pick it up or watch the video. For more information on Jim Henman, go to jimhenman.com. Remember, if you want to volunteer for this channel, just contact us via our Facebook page. There's links to that page in the description of this video. I'm John Beaudin. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. This is Rock History Music.